Mm-mm. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, to all of you. Um, it's just a blessing to be alive. First, let me say that. But I didn't come here to waste y'all time. I told y'all I wouldn't be doing that. So, again, this is your girl Princess with Truth Heals Hurt, and I'm at work a little bit early. I said I don't want to do no live this week. I just want to hear from God. I have to minister on Sunday morning, and so when it comes to doing a work for the Lord, I want to make sure I'm in tune and make sure that I hear from Him and that I'm able to feed His people and not be talking just off the top of my head based on what I feel like, what I see. That was my husband. What I see. And so this morning I have a word for you. I'm learning to be obedient, to do what God says when He says, not procrastinate, not try to talk myself out of it, not allow fear to seep in. I'm just not doing it. And then a lot of people are asking me how it is that I'm facing my fear and how, is it that I'm able to continue on no matter what life is throwing at me. All I can tell you right now is that I changed my mind. I did another video on that, so I won't go back over that again. But I decided to follow Jesus regardless. And so, is that easy? Is that something that I'm able to do with my eyes closed? I can promise you something. When I first started out with this, it was not easy because the enemy has distractions, and then people coming with their same old foolishness, and then you're going to have some support. You're not going to have some support. The people that you think are going to support you going to have something to say. The people that you didn't think would support you gonna be calling out your name and inviting you to stuff. And so what I've learned is that you can't do nothing without God. You don't need to try to do nothing without God. And if He tells you to do something, you need to get to moving. In this day and time, you can't afford you can't afford not to. It's so crazy because I don't know what and why we even waste our times trying to do anything without Him. When it comes to my marriage, He's going to be first. When it comes to my kids, He has to be first. The one thing that I gave back to Him was my kids, because I understood even then that I ain't going to be able to go everywhere they go. I'm not going to be able to do everything that they are doing. I understand that even when Peyton was a baby, that I was going to one day have to release him like Moses' mother did and just trust God. And so I don't live my life like that. I don't live my life worrying about stuff. Do I have issues? Yes. Do I have bills that need to be paid? Yes. Do I have children that I would want to do some other things? Yes. But when God has His hands on your life, when God has a plan for your life, there is a process. And I'm not going to get into my message for Sunday. I'm going to ask my son to go live for me so that those of you that want to hear it can join me on Sunday morning. It's going to be 10:30 El Paso time and 12:30 Eastern Standard Time, and whatever else, y'all know how I do it. Whatever else, wherever else you at, you got to figure that out, because I can't. But you don't need to do nothing without God. And that's the only reason why I'm here this morning, even talking to you. Like I said, I'm not wasting my time. I'm here to tell somebody that the way you doing it, baby, not going to work. If you don't seek Him first, if you don't put Him first, it don't matter who you with, what you like, where you going, what you doing. He needs to be in your home. He needs to be in your schoolwork. He needs to be on your job. He needs to be in your kids. He needs to be in the bathroom. He needs to be wherever you going. And if you going some places that you're ashamed to take him, then you need to change your mind and don't go there, because there is no place that you want to be without God. Now, for those of you Bible scholars, there is scripture that states that he will never leave us or forsake us. Never. But let me tell you something that you need to know, that you want to work for you. I'd rather have a loud partner than a silent partner when it comes to fighting. When my battles and my situations come up, I'm going to need somebody who can fight on my behalf. And if I'm silent when it comes to my worship, silent when it comes to my praise, even though the Lord told me that he will fight my battles if I be still, well, there's still some places I don't need to be. There's some things I don't need to be doing, because he's already stated also in the word that there are some commandments that he would like for me to follow. There's some commandments and things that he wants me to do in order for me to walk out this Christ-like walk. And so I want him to be with me. I don't want to do that. I don't even want to grocery shop without him, because now when you buying food, you don't know what's in the food. You don't know what's around food. You don't know if you cook the food right. You know what I'm saying? People are dying every day, all the time, over stuff. I don't want to do nothing without God. I can't afford to do nothing without God. I can't do it. And so today, my word for you is you don't want to do nothing without God. I'm telling you, you don't want to move. You don't want to breathe. You don't want to step out there. You don't want to put your trust in nothing else. You don't want to put your trust in man. I have a wonderful husband, but I want God to be first in my life. I don't want anything to come between my relationship with God. And if there is something that's going to come between my relationship with God, I got to go. So long, bye-bye. Because I can't live this life without God. I can't be everything that he called me to be. You can't be everything that God called you to be without God. You can't do it. You must have him. You must have him with you. Now, when he says that he will never leave you or forsake you, that means he's ever present or whatever. But some of us, we don't let him participate in our lives. He's just there. I need him to participate. I need when I'm making, hey Pam, I need when I'm making decisions that I could just go right quick and say, God, what you think about this? I need for when I'm in bad situations, and I need him when I'm in good situations. I need him when I'm in dumb situations and stupid stuff going on. I need God. I cannot do anything without him. I'm just telling y'all what is working in my life. I can't do nothing without him. When people go to talking crazy to me, I need him ever present. I need him right there, because I got a smart mouth. I be on ready. And so I need him. I want him to guide my tongue. I want him to control my eyeballs. I want him to lead and guide me and give me understanding in situations. I need for when it comes to what I'm supposed to say over my children's life, for him to guide my tongue. When it's what I'm supposed to say over my husband. If those of you that are dating, okay, I need for him to, when I approach a woman that is hurting, when we start Deborah's daughter, I need for the anointing to be on me. I need for people to understand that God is healing right now. Not, you got to go back, whatever. That may be the case sometimes, but I want God to stay with me. I don't want to make no decisions. I'm telling y'all, you can't even afford to make, it ain't no decisions you can make without him. When you go to the doctor and you get your doctor's report, and while the doctor may be saying that something is really, really bad and something really crazy is going on the inside of you, I need for you to take him to the doctor with you. I need for you to understand that as he is allowing the doctor to share this information with you, if he's right there ever present with you, then he can control how you receive this information. Even if the information is bad information to you. See, you ain't got to walk in this thing by yourself. Life gonna be life, and you're gonna have to come up against some demonic spirits, and you're gonna have to come up against some bad things that are happening, because the world is like that. And they don't need to blaming God for this stuff. This world is like that. Some of the things that are happening in your life ain't because God don't like you. This is the way the world is set up. Our world is a sinful world, so things are happening in it. Diseases are being created within it. But the good part about you having God with you, I'm telling y'all to talk to him about everything. Everything. Let nothing slip through your business meeting with God. You say, God, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I tell him in a minute. I don't care. I'll be walking down the hall. Somebody could come down this hall at this hospital and shoot up everybody. But I said, Lord, walk with me. Talk with me down this hall. I need you in my office. I need you to surround the people that surround me. I need you to cover my kids. I need you to watch over my husband. I need you to watch over the place where my husband works. Because he's going to come in contact with some people and some spirits that are out and designed to kill him. I'm asking God to get in this car. I need for my car to ding that there's a spirit that got in this car. I need for God to ride with me. I need for him to ride with me if I ain't going nowhere but to another parking space. I want him to ride with me. I don't want to do nothing without God. And I hope that I put that in your spirit. Don't do nothing without him. And if you can't hear from him, then you don't hear nothing then. You just wait. They that wait on the Lord. They that wait on the Lord. If I don't hear something, if I don't have confirmation, I ain't doing it. And that's why Sunday when I was asked to minister, I was able to answer because he was right there. I was like, okay, God, I got an invitation to speak. What you want me to do? I'm clear-minded because he's right there. I get to talk to him about anything. When people act crazy, let me tell you something. I got a slick tongue. I can say what I got to say real quick. I ain't got to think of nothing, whatever. But guess what? I don't even want to. I don't want to share my words with you no more. I want to share what God will have me to say to you, because guess what? I don't know why you're acting crazy. You could be acting crazy because you got a bad report. Somebody could be done died in your family. I don't want to be one of these people that contribute to your pain. I don't want to be one of these people that contribute to your loss. I just don't want to be one of them kind of children where I don't know what you're going through, but because you getting smart with me, I got to get smart with you. I don't want to do that no more. So guess what? I said, Lord, sit right here. Sit right here. Sit in my face. Stand with me, Lord. Because I don't know what's going on with half of the people. Like it seemed like to me. And some of y'all probably say, Princess, you so crazy. But it seems like to me a whole bunch of people losing their mind. Look like to me, it's a whole bunch of angry people just out here. It's a whole bunch of crazy acting folks. And so, Lord, I don't need you to leave me. I don't need you to leave me, because these people now, they'll shoot you. They'll kill you. I don't want to be the kind of person driving my car and get angry at folks and be tripping. Because nowadays, you blow at these people because they're doing something wrong, which is what they told us to do if you finna run out in front of us. Nowadays, that's what they told us to do, to blow at you. But now when we blow at you, y'all want to kill us. And y'all want to stop and stuff. And so because sin is running rapid in this world, and because things are happening in such a crazy way, I don't want to do nothing without God. I don't want to be without him. I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to do nothing without him. I need God to stay with me. I want to be one of these children who I want to be like on some other stuff. Like I just want to be up in my daddy's face. And I just want, every time I talk, I want to be talking about him. And I want to be, and that might sound crazy to some of y'all because I got to live down here on this earth. But while I'm down here on this earth, I'm telling you, I am going to choose him first. Because if I don't choose him first, what I have learned in my life is that I ain't gonna get nowhere. My stuff ain't gonna be about nothing. I can't do nothing without God. And we so stupid think we can. We thinking we making up something and we got some decision making power and all that stuff. I'm finna go in here to work. But I'm just telling y'all, take God everywhere you go. Yes, he is ever present and all knowing. But you have to have a relationship with him, because there are going to be some times when you need him to move in your life. And you need to be able to speak. Speak it. You need to be able to say, Father, come and help me. And he come right then. Like, he come. I'm just telling y'all. So if you missed this video, you just now joining me, please go back and listen to the beginning. I told y'all I'm only coming when he give me something to say. I ain't gonna be on here rambling and talking to y'all about nothing. I'm preparing for my message on Sunday. Like I said, I ain't even want to come over here, but when he tell me to come, I'm coming. When he tell me to say something, I'm saying it. You ain't got to like it. You ain't got to listen to it. You ain't got to share it. You ain't got to do none of that stuff no more. I was caught up in that for a minute. Like, you know, Lord, you gave me this stuff. I want it to get to more people. Well, what I done found out, it's going to get to who it need to get to. And if it don't get to nobody else, that's fine too. You got to learn how to serve him regardless of what it look like, what the situation look like, how it's going to work out. All of that. Ain't nobody come down here. All of us can't be celebrity status. Some of us need to be heavenly status. On the heaven status. Hey, Sharita and Lindsay. Some of us need to just be doing it just because that's our assignment. Like, I know God is doing great things in my life, but I have made up in my mind that if he don't do nothing but have one person say something or one person receive what it is that he told me to say, I'm just going to still do it anyway. I'm telling y'all, you can't do nothing without God. You cannot do nothing without God. You might as well do what he's saying. You might as well just go ahead. Like, you ain't getting nowhere. You ain't getting nowhere with your stuff. You ain't getting nowhere with your husband with your stuff. You ain't getting nowhere with your children with your stuff. You ain't getting nowhere with these folks on these jobs with your stuff. You ain't. You're supposed to be doing something different anyway. And you ain't getting nowhere. You can't make no decisions by yourself. You ain't making no good decisions about who need to be in your life because you don't know who you are half of the time. You don't know. You don't know who God called you to be. So that's why you letting any and everybody soak up all your energy, all your life. They're snatching stuff out you. And so you don't know. So that's why you can't afford to do nothing without God. You can't eat without him because your stomach be tore up. If you eat the wrong food, you can't do nothing without God. Nothing. 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 I think I done said that enough. You can't do nothing without God. Stop trying. Stop trying that. That don't work. Y'all already know. Take it from Princess. I got enough stuff that I done did by myself. Jacked up my life. Jacked up my self-esteem. Jacked up my personality. Jacked up my character. Jacked up my children. Jacked up my marriage. Jacked up my job. I done did enough jacking up stuff. I can't do it. I can't do it without him. Yes, Sharita, nothing. We can't do this stuff without him. Shut your mouth sometime. Just say, Lord, if you don't give me no words, I ain't saying nothing. Lord, if you don't speak to me, I ain't got nothing to say. And that's what I've been doing. That's why you ain't seen me on here every morning. I ain't making up nothing to tell y'all. I ain't got nothing to say. I'm going to speak when he tell me to speak to you because that's when you going to receive it. If I go to rambling every morning about something, some of y'all going to be like, oh, she just on there. She talking. I don't know what she talking about today, but she talking. When I go live, people going to understand that, you know what? Princess done heard from heaven. She done heard from God, and that's why she going live. She posted something on Facebook because she done heard something. She done heard something. So y'all be blessed today. Y'all be blessed. Go on about your Father's business. Do it with the beauty that he's giving you because you are fearfully and wonderfully made. You should approach every day the same way. You wake up great. You wake up great because you wake up with God. Y'all go on now and do what God called y'all to do. And don't do nothing without him. I'm telling you, don't do nothing without him. Nothing.